So here we are once again for yet another unboxing from Atrek. This one is the Ambush Pro, which is a 1/10 scale two-wheel drive brushless monster truck, and of course, being from Atrek, it is fully ready to run. It comes with its own battery, charger, and even comes with AA batteries for your transmitter. Now, this I believe shares the same platform as the Tracer buggy that I unboxed recently. I think they all pretty much share the same platform, if I'm not mistaken. But there is a bit of a difference with this one, and that is the top speed claim is now 90 kilometers an hour, which I believe is about 55 miles an hour, thereabouts, give or take. That is, of course, with the high-speed pinion gear, which I believe is included, and an optional 3S LiPo battery, which is not included. This only comes with a 2S LiPo battery. Once again, they're claiming 40-minute runtime. We'll be putting that to the test. Brushless power, everything included, as I said, two-wheel drive, oil-filled shocks, and of course steel gears as standard. Get rid of the box, please. Oh god, that took a big tumble. And let's have a better look at this guy, and let's check him out a little bit more up close. You can probably tell that the tires are actually quite grippy, so they've done well with the tires once again. And as you can see, this is everything you get in the box. When you get one of these, you get the truck fully assembled and ready to go. You get your radio, and of course you get some goodies right here. So first thing in my hand is of course the included charger. This does charge 2S and 3S LiPo batteries via the balance lead. It's going to be a bit slow, but it is going to get you going right out of the box. Once again, this bag is sealed. It is not a Ziploc bag, but this time I actually have my scissors handy so we can cut this guy open and continue on with the unboxing while I blabber on and fill in time and take this out of the bag, just like so. Just like the Tracer buggy, you can see here we have our high-speed pinion. We have a cross wrench, some Allen keys, there's a grub screw in there, a couple of spare wheel nuts, and some body pins as well. So good that they've included all of that. We have our 4 AA's for the transmitter, which are always important. And of course we have some preload spaces for your shocks for you to do some shock tuning. Of course, in the box as well is the manual. Manual is very well illustrated, just like when I unboxed the Tracer Pro. All the information is there. There's also instructions here on how to select high and low speeds on your radio. I did explain this in the Tracer unboxing, so I'll go through it very briefly when we talk about the radio and everything else. But yeah, everything is included. We have some tuning options for your ESC as well, and then there's an exploded view with all the bits and pieces, so if you do have a mishap, you can order spare parts for this guy. And as I said in the Tracer unboxing, Hobbies Direct do have optional upgrade parts for these cars, so if you do want to get any of those optional upgrades, be sure to check the video description down below. I'll have links in there to their website. So moving on to the radio, this is actually a really nice radio. It's the same one that came with the Tracer buggy that you see back there, and no doubt will be the same radio that's included with all the other Atrek Pro cars. Very sleek design, runs on 4 AA's, which of course come included with the truck. Yeah, has a really good feel in the hand. The trigger is well weighted, the wheel is foam wrapped, small, and the springs actually work really well. This toggle switch here does absolutely nothing with the radio, but the 4th channel here will actually help you select between high and low gears, or high and low speeds, I should say, because the car doesn't have, you know, high and low gears per se. So the way that works is you hold down the 4th channel button, turn the wheel all the way to the left, and then turn the radio on. You'll see the green LED flash just there. That indicates that you are now in low speed. If you want to go back to high speed, you basically repeat the process. Hold down 4th channel, wheel to the left, turn on, and you'll see that only the red LED actually comes on, and you are now in standard high speed. Out of the box, you should come with the high speed setting preset, so you shouldn't have to do anything. But if you do want to switch down to a lower speed, maybe to give it to a beginner or a young kid or something like that, you do have the option to do that. All these little buttons on the back here, I'll go through them very quickly with you. We have our steering reverse switch just here. We have a bind button, throttle reverse switch. Now these technically you shouldn't have to touch. However, if you do replace the servo, you may need to reverse it depending on the polarity of the servo and how it's been set up. We have our steering trim just here. We have our throttle trim just here. Again, this one you shouldn't have to touch. and we have our steering dual rates to adjust, angle of steering and so forth. And then you got your on and off switch just there. And that is pretty much the radio in a nutshell. It looks a little bit alien, a bit futuristic, but actually feels really good in the hand. And I'm really hoping that I don't have any delays or range issues or anything like that with it. So moving on to the main event, of course, the first thing we're going to be doing here is taking off this plastic because it's actually annoying me. So we're going to be getting rid of this, and we're going to be having a better look at this truck. Now, again, this color is just absolutely killer. Real deep candy apple red, probably coming out on screen a little bit lighter than what it actually is because of the lighting. But it does look like almost like a burgundy color. It's a very nice pearlescent type of color. Like, I don't know if you can see the pearl in it, but it does have a little bit of glitter. Just a really nice color choice, I think. And you know what? As I said with the Tracer, and I'll say it with this one as well, so welcoming to not have all these crazy graphics all over the body of the car and just have a really nice, clean look. I think sometimes less is more, and big thumbs up for the color choice on this one. So taking the body pin, actually before we take the body pins off, let's start from the outside and work our way in. As you can see, it comes with the big 10 scale 2.8 inch monster truck tires. They kind of remind me a little bit of the Louise or Duratrax tire that you might find in other parts of the world. Very similar tread. The rubber compound feels awesome, really nice and soft. I really like the tread pattern on this. I think it looks really, really good. The foam feels really nice. The rubber compound feels brilliant. I think these are actually going to offer some pretty good grip. At least I'm hoping they do, very much so, based on the tread pattern and rubber compound. Suspension wise, this one's got a little bit more rebound. It feels a little bit bouncier, almost like the oil is a little bit thinner on this one. So I would have liked to have seen a slightly slower compression of the shocks here, but it'll be interesting to see how it handles it and how it works. You can see that it's not sitting all the way up. It is sitting a little bit down, and that's not a terrible thing. It just means that it's going to keep the center of gravity nice and low, and it's going to handle a little bit better. But if you are going to be doing some big jumps, which is probably what I'm going to be doing, I'll probably introduce some preload spacers, and then maybe down the line I may even swap out the oil and experiment a little bit and see what works best for me. So now we can go ahead and take out the body. I'll just remove these body pins real quick, and we can have a look underneath as well. For those of you who haven't seen the Tracer video, this layout and everything might be a bit new to you, but as you can see, it's got like a silverish sort of internal paintwork there, and that's really it. There's no other reinforcements, there's nothing like that on the body. Hopefully it'll hold up okay. Now moving on to the underside, as you can see, very much a two-wheel drive buggy layout. I'm not sure if this is actually a stretch version of the Tracer buggy. I think it's the same. But as you can see now with this one, they've included some body posts. So of course you can mount up the truck body. We have fixed camber and toe links. There is no alloy or anything like that underneath, so it's all plastic. We have our wheelie bar on the back, which is a really nice, and mind you, this wheelie bar, these wheels are actually rubber. So this is not plastic here, so it should be nice and quiet, even if you are going to run it on tarmac and pop wheelies. And it should grip really well too, because these are actually rubber wheels. Well, the wheels themselves are plastic, but the tire, like the wraparound here, is actually rubber. So very cool to see that. Motor on this guy, is it the same? Yes, it is. It is a 3650 3300 kV, same as the Tracer buggy. We have our ESC over here, on and off switch, which is just a slider switch. Receiver is mounted on the side. Very, very simple setup. And then of course we have our battery strapped in with two nice Velcro straps. And if I can take this guy out of here, it does come with a little warning label for you to sort of read through. It's got some information regarding, charging the battery, looking after it and all that sort of thing. The battery included, just like all the other Atrek cars, of this ilk. It is a 4000 milliamp 2S 25C, and then of course to reach your top speed you're going to need the additional 3S, which you can purchase separately. And the interesting thing about this one is that it's the exact same size as the 2S pack, but it is heavier. Like, I can actually feel the extra weight there. There's definitely an extra cell in there. And yeah, like I said on the Tracer buggy unboxing, I'd be very curious to see how this is going to hold up. Really nice looking truck for a two-wheel drive truck. Actually, I haven't had a two-wheel drive truck since the what was the HPI one called? I forget now. The Bullet, maybe? Was that what it was called? I can't remember. But yeah, I did have that truck for a while and had some fun with it. The tires on it were absolutely terrible. It had the linkage popping off all the time, and I had to do a mod to fix that up. But yeah, eventually I ended up moving that truck on. So this one looks to be a little bit better, especially with the tires, and it seems to be a lot faster as well. So very much looking forward to seeing how this one's going to hold up and how it's going to perform. And there we have it. That brings us to the end of yet another unboxing here on the channel. Once again, a big shout out to Hobbies Direct for sending this out for review. If you want to check out these tracks and any of the other lineup from Atrek, be sure to check out the video description. I'll have links in there to everything, and you can go ahead and look up more of the specs and even purchase one yourself if you want to. I'm going to wrap this one up here, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button before you go. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll be speaking to you all next time.